Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today? And hello, Gamers Den. I haven't said that in a while. Alright, guys, today's piece is big and it's small at the same time. A remake of Robin Hood is coming out. Originally, when I saw this and I saw that Jamie Foxx was playing a role, I thought they were trying to reinvent the Kevin Costner Robin Hood, where there was the black man who was playing the Moor from the Crusades. But upon further review, I found that Jamie Foxx's character is actually Little John. And that obviously from the title, this is an actual origin story from the actual storyline. I've originally read some of the earlier versions where they describe the Robin Hood story and some of the earlier stories involving it and some of the history of the times, like the 1300s and so. And depending on whose interpretation you get a whole list of different circumstances. Whether you're talking about the battle between the Normans and the Saxons, which is pretty much like the liberals and conservatives today. One was more based on the realm of the native rights, and the other one was more based on the conqueror's rights. Whether or not you base it off of any number of other things. You have a large universe to actually play with. But the origin story and I've already pre-read this from CBR, it seems like they kind of go off the idea that Little John and whoever the person is to be playing Robin actually met before the Crusades and might have even served together. I don't know so much about whether or not this origin story holds water in terms of historical value, especially with a Little John character being black. Obviously, that throws a huge list of monkey wrenches into the 1300s United Kingdom, or Britain, France, and the powers that were left to be after the Crusades. I don't want to go into what the Holy War was about and whether or not it was justified, because this is for Gamers Den and not America 2.0. But basically, folks, this is going to be a definite turn of events in terms of how we look at the Robin Hood story and how we look at the universe of Robin Hood. So, the good thing is this Robin Hood is directed by Lionsgate. Same one that's doing the new Batman movies. And so it's going to have some kick-ass fight scenes. I really don't know Jamie Foxx in terms of martial arts and any major fight scenes. But Lionsgate is definitely going to be kicking ass. So he'll join the Kingsman Secret Service star Taron Egerton and the Nick's Eve Hewson in a gritty reimagining of Peaky Blinders director of Otto Bathurst. And Fox's Little John is a battle-hardened but war-weary veteran of the Crusades. He stars out of distrustful young Robin, and as they fought on opposite sides, but eventually warms up to the hero. So This kind of sounds to me, if you remember Ivanhoe, there was an independent 1950s film called Ivanhoe. It was an independent version of the Robin Hood story, where Robin Hood did show up toward probably less than the middle of the story, and he and his merry men, quote unquote, took the fort where everybody was basically being held. So this kind of sounds like it's an independent or Robin Hood Origins film where Little John is a main character. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this one out. I think this is going to make the 15th Robin Hood in terms of all its comedies, adaptations, reimaginings, origins, and everything else. And that goes back to like 1930s. I'm not even going to be able to name off the top of my head because I can only name like 5 or 6 at the moment. But you guys know this better than I do. Jamie Foxx is hopefully going to kick ass in this movie. And I hope Lionsgate gets it right. I don't know so much about how they're going to portray the actual story. I don't know if he's going to be one to, be involved with Lady Marian, or, what the storyline that we know of is going to be. So, hopefully it's a good movie.